a terrible person. I was a sinner, like all of you. And I understood, I grew up with the gospel. I grew up in sound theological churches my entire life. I understood the gospel at a young age, but when I was about 13, exactly 13, I remember one day specifically, just realizing the weight of my sin, realizing exactly what sin means to God, how serious it is, and how much of a sinner that I was. And I remember just being tired of struggling with sins and tired of just being the person I was. And I was at home, I was by myself, and I prayed. I prayed, God save me. I said, I know, I understand. Basically, the weight of my sin, I understand. The gospel, I mean, I heard the gospel a million times. I grew up with it. I was completely intellectually doused with it. And while I was growing up, so there was no unclear about it in my mind. It registered with me that day that you need to change as a person. Your life needs to change. And Christ is the only one that can do it. Who can regenerate your heart. So I prayed that day and asked God to just change my heart. And He did. And that's what happened. And so at the time, I wasn't a member of a specific church. A lot of things have been going on in our life. And we were in between churches. We had just moved to a completely different city. And I didn't have a church that I was an exact member of. So I wasn't baptized. I mean, I was baptized when I was really little before I understood the gospel. But I wasn't baptized since then. And so I'm getting baptized today.
Can you share how did the church pray for you in terms of your own growth in the Lord in the season or just going forward?
Oh yeah.
What's very close for you?
Loving my enemies is a huge one. I experienced a lot of anger growing up, and a lot of times, and even still do, try to take God's. I try to play God with my actions and take things into my own hands, or just have bitter feelings in my heart towards people and things like that. So I always need help with that, and of course, always purity of my eyes and mind and thought, being faithful to all I have to be.